All right, let's take you to Eldorado Park now, where residents are threatening to protest this morning. They're fuming over the constant power outages in the area. They say City Power has been promising to fix the problem, yet they remain in the dark. Nqobile Madlala is there to shed more light on the story and joins us now. Good morning, Nqobile. So we understand that even with the power outages, it's not something that is uniform. So in certain areas, the power has been restored while others remain in the dark. Talk to us about this.
Very conflicting indeed, Mfundo. You can hear from some of the residents on the ground, some of them just telling us that they have now power whilst others don't have. But what's even more interesting from what we're hearing is that some parts here also have low voltage. But of course, we've got some of the residents that have to deal with such issues. Of course, ma'am, we know that you have a business. And of course, let's just start from here. How have you been affected when there was no power?
So all the items that we bought so that we can make our orders, we lost it, okay? Unfortunately, I don't have receipts because we throw our receipts away. My customers that place their orders, this is our living because of the high unemployment rate we're having in Eldorado Park. So this is not only me, because some of people's appliances were blown up when the electricity just goes off like that. Then we have our matriculants. They have to study, right? So some of the lights are still not on. They can't see, but they are writing. The low lighting, and I think it's a bit unfair that we in Eldorado Park must suffer in this fashion. We had an issue in April where we were off for 9 days. The substation burned. When the lights came on, low voltage right down in those areas. We had a wonderful gentleman that went out to City Power, Richard, and he went. I even called Majid in to come and assist with the low voltage, which people were shocking, and they were afraid they were going to die. And eventually, eventually it was sorted.
But ma'am, I mean, it must be conflicting knowing that some people have power and some don't. I mean, you particularly have power, but some extensions don't have power.
Well, on Wednesday, on Thursday, we saw on a live feed that they brought generators in. And when we went to go find out about the generators, apparently these generators could only fit 50 homes. So it means 3 generators is 150 homes. So they had conflicting issues within themselves if they connect only 150 homes up. But to me, we could have swapped out, or if they switched those homes on, we could at least get electricity from them. So now we have to walk and look for someone that will help us to give us hot water. We have babies that needed hot water. We have old people that were affected by this. They need to eat. Now they must eat 2 slices of bread with butter. They can't drink tea, they must drink cold drink, and they must drink medication. So it is too much. That happened in April 11, we were off 9 days. Then again now, from Wednesday, 10 o'clock, we only went on Sunday, round about 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, I'm not too sure about the time, because I wasn't at home. Nobody wants to be in the dark with your grandchildren.
Let's talk about the dark. Of course, the place where you were in, you were just telling me that it's quite a dangerous area when there's no light. That must be frustrating also.
Yes, so currently there is a lot of shooting taking place here. We don't know, is it gangsterism, is it a drugs issue, but whatever the issue is, they have to prioritize Extension 4 and Extension 2. Because, was it last week, 6 people were shot. 1 died. And these are youngsters between the ages of 19 and 22. When the lights went off on Wednesday, Thursday, a body was found in Extension 2, burnt. So it's obviously a high risk. They have to prioritize Extension 2 and Extension 4. We are so afraid to walk in the streets now because they shoot randomly. When is a stray bullet going to hit you? The flats there, stray bullets went through the flats there. So wowie. SAPS is just there for payment.
So in terms of power now, as a community, what do you want to see happen?
I don't see why the surrounding areas must be connected onto such a big area in Eldorado Park. We have a whole lot of areas that are connected to the substation. Why can't Eldorado Park have their own substation? Obviously, there's an overload somewhere. They keep on telling us illegal connections. Then they're blaming the residents of Eldorado Park because we have backyard dwellers. So where must these backyard dwellers go? They don't have homes. Government is not giving them homes. So they build. What about the people that are illegally connected? Because we need to be what they call human. We can't disconnect you, but you are illegally you are illegally connected, and the system is now heavy. But the residents of Eldorado Park gets blamed on a regular basis.
So if you were to speak to City Power, ma'am, what would you say?
Sort yourselves out. We want a report why our electricity burns in April. We want to know why the substation burns again now on Wednesday. We want a report. We want to know what is going on. This is our community. Is it going to happen again where we constantly sit without electricity for days? You know? Yeah. I mean, we are human beings. We've been born and bred here in Eldorado Park. Yeah. So they need to think about our children. Really. It's just becoming too much.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, Mfundo, those are some of the frustrations by the community in Eldorado Park. So, to be clear, they have now received their power back. But she's talking about the fact that she's got a business, some of the stuff that she has lost that she can't get back. But also she's talking about the crime in the area that is escalated by the fact that it gets dark. And she's talking about the fact that there are people that are shooting at each other, even though they don't know the reasons why. But now they're finding people who have passed on, dead bodies and so on. So now they're saying that they want City Power to give out a report and explain exactly why is it that Eldorado Park keeps having so many issues.